Here at Hobbymaker, we want your shopping experience to be as simple as possible. That's why you can buy as many items as you like all day and only pay one postage and packaging fee. It doesn't matter what weight, size or quantity of your order or how many times you check out that day, you still will only be charged one P&P. Shopping made simple with Hobbymaker.
Good morning, and welcome to Hobbymaker. It's so lovely to see you. My name is Claire. If you've never met me before, hello. And you know, if I've never seen you before, it's a pleasure to meet you. If you have, it's lovely to see you again. You usually catch me in the middle of the night on Gems, so it's quite, yeah, in the middle of the night. What song is that? That's going to drive me crazy. I bet you're thinking, who's she speaking to? Well, we have got a fantastic team in today, so I'll best introduce them. So over on camera, right here with me is our lovely Finn. There he is. Oh, very nice, very nice. He's got great hair. You've got very high hair. Is it time for a bit of a chop? Well, you're rocking it. And keeping us all in check, making sure the studio is running flawlessly as always, it's our gorgeous Dan. Oh, look, boy band ready. Oh. Now, our lovely Kat is going to be doing our producing today, and I feel like I've not worked with her forever. Have you got your coffee at the ready, my love? Yeah, we've got to give Kat a bit of love today because she's got a dentist appointment later and she's feeling it. She's got a root canal. I know. However, before I come to our expert in the corner, I won't tell you just yet. We have got a very nobody puts Mandy in a corner. We have got a very, very, very special director in today because not only is it our lovely Adam, it's his birthday today. So what Kat's saying to you is, you can't see it, but he has got a sash. There's his sash. Beautiful. Oh, wow, look at that. Even though it's upside down, you're rocking it. Kat's got banners all across the side. He's got himself set up for the day. And you know what? It's a pleasure that he's come in on his birthday. So, Adam, we're going to make it a lovely day for you, aren't we? We're going to make it a lovely day for you. Now, we can make it a good 2 hours, can't we? So there is our team. However, I know why we come to Hobbymaker, because you are just like me. I want to see an expert doing wonderful demonstrations. And do you think I'm going to let you down this morning? Of course I'm not. We have got an absolute legend when it comes to craft work, paperwork, mixed media. It is, of course, none other than the wonderful Mandy Jane Taylor. And she's just setting up as we speak. Good morning. No, yeah, this is the thing. She's not actually coming on till 7, but you know what? I just got to say hi early, haven't I?
I just walked past and I could see something on your counter.
Well, I know. We have got, when we're talking about some of Mandy's favourite pieces today, we've got Cadence. Oh. So I'll let you set up, Mandy, but in a bit I might just be like, Mandy, what do you think of this?
I'm here if you need me.
But coming up at 7, Mandy's going to be doing some amazing demonstrations. And do you know what I like about today? So if you have just tuned in, something a bit different today. So I'll work backwards. In our second hour, we're going to have Mandy with us. And obviously, Mandy's going to be doing her demonstrations because you know how talented she is and you know we love watching her. But I've got to say, the products that Mandy are going to be showing us today, very different to some of the usual ones we do because there's a lot of educational material there. So if you are an expert or a beginner, you're looking to find a way in, you're looking for new inspiration, honestly, some of the ideas and some of the pieces are really perfect. And I'll tell you one thing now, it's not going to be an hour you're going to want to miss because in terms of the usual, crafts that we do, we're spreading it out here and we're going to be looking at some educational material. And, and I'll tell you one thing now, because I saw the prices, obviously, of the pieces before I saw Kat. And then I said to Kat, okay, I've seen the price. She says, those prices that you've seen, Claire, forget them, because at the 7 o'clock hour, Claire, honestly, I'm going to be doing some stupid. She's only in for 2 hours, so she's allowed to go wild. And so she's going to bring some of those prices down. So honestly, that 7 o'clock hour, get ready for it. It's going to be intense. Now, this first hour, you have got me, and what we're going to do, we're going to be working through, we've got a little bit of something for everyone. We're going to do some amazing deals. We've got everything from, the gorgeous glitter sprays from the Tattered Angels. Obviously, we've got the paints, we've got the storage boxes, we've got the embossing machine, we've got a bit of everything. But what I do want to remind you is that this show is all about you. Without you, we wouldn't be here. So I want you to really use this show and use this opportunity, because if I can start your day off on a good note, then my job is done. So what I want you to do this morning is I want you to contact us. I want you to give us a message, and there's a few different ways you can do this. If you go onto our website, you'll see probably my and Mandy's face frozen like this. Am I not frozen? I'm in move. I'm in live action. Now, you see Adam's doing the little scroller there. So click watch live. Give that a little clickaroony. And then can you see that box just on the side? You can send a message. You can send a message. Do you want to send a message? Would you like to send a message? You could put good morning. You can say happy birthday, Adam. And all you need to do is click send. There you go. Are you writing that yourself, Adam? Is it Kat writing it? There you go. So the message is so instant. There you go. And that's how, there you go, sent by Liam. So that's the way that it works. Now, another way to do it, in case you're thinking, well, Claire, that's not really for me, you could email. If you've got an email account, there's the email address, studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. And do not forget as well, if all else fails and you're thinking, Claire, I just don't like technology, that number there, 0800 001 4433, that goes up to our call centre, who are literally there. They are there, not in the gods. They are literally just there. And you can give them a message, and what they'll do, they'll ring Kat, and they can pass your message through. And why get in contact? What is it you want to hear? We want to hear lots of things. I want to hear what you're up to today. I want to hear how you're doing today. I want to know how you're feeling about, it feels like the weather's dropped a little bit. I want to know how you're feeling about Mandy being in the studio. You can give Kat your best wishes for a root canal. You can say happy birthday to our Adam. And there you go. We were already getting started. Good morning, Claire. Really good to see you back on Hobbymaker. I'm up and I'm ready for a great show. Do you know what, Paul? I'm going to send you a little bit of love, because I know Paul's got a big dentist appointment as well, and he is a little bit scared. He's got a very big... So, Paul, honestly, Kat's going through the same thing. We're all here for you. Honestly, you're going to get through it, my love. Sending you lots of love. You've got this. Yeah, Kat says, you've got it. We can do it. And Kat said, don't worry about dentists. It's all, we'll forget about it this morning. We'll have a nice brew. So have a brew, relax, enjoy. We're going to be doing some amazing deals. And also, if you want to send in a message, why don't you send us some of your craft pieces? Are you working on anything at the minute? Let's always start with Tracy. It's Tracy. Good morning. Looking forward to crafty fun. And happy birthday, Adam. Have a great birthday. Oh, there he is. I'm so looking up. He's 26 years old today. Yeah, you sure about that? We just, yeah, give it, he said, he's Tracy Adams, like, give it take a few years. We'll say 26. So thank you for your messages. Also, if you want to send in any pictures of what you've been working on, have you found something new? Is there a new avenue you're working on? Have you started doing some sewing, started doing some crafting? Give us some pictures. We want to see. You know, I know, like Mandy, I was having a good look on your Facebook as well. You love it when people give you some inspirations as well. You're just swapping ideas, isn't it?
That's the idea of crafting. That's the fun about the crafting community, is we all like to share what we've learned. So if you've got something new, you suddenly say, I want to share it with everybody. Look what I found how to do with this, and I found how to do with that. And half the time, you find out how to use a product another way by the community that's online, and that's why we love sharing photographs and seeing them on the channel, because we like to see what you've done.
I love that. And do you know what? On the Guardian newspaper, there's a really good article yesterday. It was about a mother and a daughter, and the mother was starting to lose her memory a little bit. The way that she actually carried on day to day was through crafting, you know, through stitching. And just her and her mum were just stitching and crafting together, and it inspired lots of memories for her. And I was thinking, you know, there's so many things crafts can do that people don't realise. Right, we best get started on some crafts for you. Now, we're going to get started with these. I know you got your eye on them. We already love them. We came in this morning. Right, not one, not two, but 3. So you don't have to sit there at home and going, what colour? No, you're going to get all 3. No, this is not a random selection. This is not, no, these are all set to be together. Now, I'm going to show you around them first because they are beautiful. So we're going to start off in the way that they actually work inside. So dead easy little clasp, nothing complicated, nothing tricky. You know what it's like sometimes you get the little clasps on them. You take too much time. I ain't got time for things like that. Open up nice and easy. You've got the see-through lid, which is perfect. You can see exactly what's inside. Small partition right there on the inside, so you can pop everything into them. Now, this is where it gets good. This is where it gets good because we're not just talking about one. You get all 3, but they actually stack on top of each other. So you can see, you know how these work. Real nice stacker, there you go. So in terms of the actual colour palette, you've got a real nice pastel colour palette. So it's nothing too strong, it's nothing too heavy, it's going to blend in whichever room, which is a good point actually, because what Kat said, she said, the second she saw them this morning, she said, do you know where I actually really fancy having them? Having them in my bathroom. So let's talk about where you can actually use them, right? Now, this is what I want you to do at home. If you're sat there shouting at the TV saying, you know what, Claire, you could use them for this, you could use them for that, give me a message, let me know. So Kat was saying what she would do, she'd have them in a bathroom. She put inside there cotton wool balls. You can have your earbuds in there as well. And then in this one, anything else you've got in your bathroom, maybe you have the, the wipes for the makeup removers. You could put in, a few little. Oh, Adam, good idea. Adam says little moisturiser, little face cream. Oh, very nice. Are you a regular moisturiser? Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Now he's getting a little bit older. He's moisturising every day. And do you know what? Then you get this incredible colour. But I think for me, do you know where I'd use them? And I'm not talking about on a craft. I'm talking about a day-to-day. Why not in the kitchen? You can use them in the kitchen. There's so many different uses for them. But do you know what? I'm going to ask our Mandy, because I know that Mandy, you're a crafter. Come on, Mandy. What would be your first product? Looking at these that you go, I know what's going in there.
Do you know what? I would put in my ink blending sponges to keep them nice and thin, or my bits of my cut and use foam, and I would use them in my sewing area. So I'd put my bobbins in there, my little bits of odds and bits of cotton and things like that. Keep my needles in there, and they stack lovely. So I mean, that'd be a brilliant idea for storage.
It's a bit of a time saver as well. And you know what? You've got. I know it's not. Oh, look at that price already, £14.99. Now, do you know what? We're all talking about crafts. I think with me, I've got lots of stickers for my scrapbooks, and I have, I'm going to be honest, they're in a bit of a pile and they're not organised. I could organise them. I could put my Christmas ones in there, my Halloween's in ones there, and my ones with my lettering, I could put my lettering ones in there, and it just keeps them all separate. Label, it saves time. But do you know what? Clear top, you see everything that's in there. I'll tell you one thing though as well, even if you just joined us and you're thinking, Claire, I'm not a crafter, I've just come to say hiya. And you see something like this and you think, do you know what about a Christmas present for, imagine a teenage girl in a room. She can sort all of her little bits and pieces out. If you do nails, are you a nail artist? You can put everything in separate. Or are you somebody who goes to, the craft fairs? I know all the Christmas ones are starting already. And I'm not being funny, but I know how the craft fairs work. When you arrive, it's a bit of chaos and you've got to set up quick. Just say in the nicest way. Mandy's smiling because she knows. And you know what? It'd be so nice to just have, so easy. Even, when you arrive at your craft fair, you could even keep one for all your change. You know what I mean? You could put your stamps in there, whatever you find perfect. So we have got 3 of them, all of them included, £14.99. If you was to break that down, that is an incredible £4.99 each. But do you know what? I know what you're doing. I know you sat there right now thinking, yeah, but Claire, come on, it's the morning show. So, Kat, what do you think you can do for us? She can do a little bit. She can do a little bit, she says. Right, come on. It's the morning. It's the first piece of the morning. You've got to do something. I think I much prefer that one. That's not a little bit. Well done, my love. Under £10, £9.99, and that is all 3 of them. And do you know what? £3.33 each. Absolutely incredible. I'll tell you one thing as well. If you've already got your eyes on Mandy's demonstration in the next hour, and you're already thinking, right, I'm going to get my stencils, I'm going to get my bits and my pieces. Do not forget, it's only one P&P. So let's say you're going to start off with these. First and foremost, your P&P is £3.95, and I should tell you something for right now, for the size of it, don't matter how big they are, because it's still that one charge. So if you plan on getting something later as well today, because I know we've got our lovely Mandy who's on at 2 and on at 5 as well, don't forget, if you get these, your P&P's finished. You're all done. That is it. You're rocking. Now, Stephen, I know you've got 3 in your basket, so you'll be saving on your P&P there on the other 2, won't you? So I get it. Good morning, everyone. It's an absolute pleasure, a pleasure to see you all. And do you know what? I hope you've all got a nice big cup of tea or a nice big cup of coffee. Oh, I'm not feeling this cup of tea this morning. I got it from the vending machine. It's nowhere near as good as Dan's. It's not as good as Dan's, is it? I made one for Adam because it's his birthday. Adam, no, it's not a hint. It's not a hint till the next hour. It's not as, no, I got them from the machine, Adam, for our birthday. They're not that good, are they? It's not, I said for our birthday then, it's not my birthday. Right, huge congratulations. Now, this is the funniest thing that's going on. Everyone keeps bringing Adam breakfast goodies, and did we both get you a breakfast bar? Hannah's brought him a breakfast bar. I got him a breakfast bar. Kat's got him another cup of tea. He's got another cup of tea. I mean, Finn, what did you give him a handshake for his birthday?
Feel a bit guilty, I know.
You've not given Adam a... Right, there you go. Now, I've got to say, huge congratulations. I know we've got lots of you joining us. Good morning. We've got Stephen all the way from Essex. Do you know what? If you want to, my love, because I know you've managed to get 3 sets of 3, yeah, if you fancy, give us a message. Let us know what your plans are, because I've got a feeling you're going to be doing something big. Project-wise, I've got a feeling you're going to be doing something really big with this one. Oh, Christine, good morning, Christine. It's lovely to see you, my darling. And, of course, we've got Sarah. In Yorkshire. Do you know what, Sarah? I watched a great documentary with a gentleman called Fred Dibner. He travelled up to, you know Fred Dibner, yes, the steam engines. And do you know what? He travelled to South Yorkshire and he broke down all the way. But he made it, Sarah. It was a great documentary. I do love Fred Dibner. Oh. Right, so it is the morning show. Yeah. No, don't do this to me now, Kat. And this is why I've not worked with you for ages. Right, Kat has just said, well done to everyone who's checked out. Lots of you with this in the baskets. We're already really busy this morning. Lots of you bought multiple, so let us know what your plans are. However, I don't know if you noticed oh, it's opposite, innit? That little clock down there. That means Kat is about to do something. She says, I can only do a little bit, but she's going to try her absolute darndest. Now, if you have already checked out and it's your first time and you're thinking, oh, but I've already paid the final price. No, do not worry. What happens, we've got these amazing computers which are far smarter than any of us. And at the very end, they tally everything together and they make sure that everybody pays the exact same low price. So don't think you've just checked out at £9.99. The computer will automatically do it for you. Now, for those of you in the basket, I've got lots of you this morning. I just want to give you a little heads up. If it's in your basket, it doesn't mean it's on its way home. There's about to be a flurry on the... there's about to be a flurry on the phone lines and a little bit of fisticuffs in baskets. Oh, right, make sure you've checked out. Good morning, everyone. Literally, this is every penny... Yes, I know what you're thinking, £8.24 for all 3 of them. I know it's a crazy price. I know we've never seen something ending in 24p, have we? But 7 point... Oh, they're just doing the maths. They're doing the maths. Now, £8.24 for all 3... And once you've got it, that's your P&P done for the day. So everyone who's just checked out, I know lots of you have multi-bid. People have come in and added more. I know it's crazy. It don't feel right, does it? Because imagine if you used to go to shop and get these, because I know lots of you checked out with 3. If you went to a shop, you bought 3 of them, you'd have to fit them in the boot, you'd have to drive them home, it'd be a right load of messing. A huge congratulations. Do you know what? We have just had a message as well for somebody who's running an Airbnb, and you're saying, oh, that's a great idea. We've just had a little message from the call centre. I don't have a name, but we've got a lovely lady who has got, Airbnbs, and she was saying to the lady on the phone, in her Airbnbs, for teas and sugars. How good is that? And do you know what I'm going to say? Because I say all the time, you know I love my fishing, and I've got hooks, I've got line, I've got tackle. I can easily slot them into these. And I'm not being funny, I look like I have the prettiest stuff on the bank, wouldn't I? I've got them in some dirty old bag. I've got them in these gorgeous containers. But I'll tell you one thing, I know I have some dirty old bag. If you go fishing, you'll know what I mean. But do you know what, honestly, you might even be seeing it saying, you know what, Claire, actually, I know a teenager, or I've got a little one whose makeup is all over the place, and to go for a nice pastel colour, because you've got the baby pink, but it's a bit more muted than baby. I would say it's the same colour as my nails. I'm going to say it's the same colour as my nails. Would you go for that? I'll go for that. Oh, hello. Hello, that's a nice nail. These aren't real nails, they're stick-ons. I know, I'm ruining the illusion. And then if we move over, you've got that really nice matte white finish, which is just perfect. And then to finish it off, I think this has got to be my favourite one of all. This is, oh, little baby's rooms. This is lovely, this one, because it reminds me, it's not too dissimilar from the Tiffany's, do you know, their beautiful minty bluey green colour. Really, really nice. I love that. I've got to say, huge congratulations to everyone. And you know what I can see? I can see lots of you coming back and adding more into your baskets. And I know why. It's because it's 3 for £8.24. But honestly, if you're sat at home and you're thinking, Claire, I've got a vision for these. I've got a vision. Let us know your visions. I think for me though, I would do hair bobbles, hair grips, hair elastics, side grips. I can already see we need these in changing rooms here, because there is hair grips everywhere in our changing rooms. They're embedded in the carpet. Right, we're going to have to carry on because I've got loads to show you. Right, where are our scrapbook papers? Oh, here they are. Right, perfect. So should we take a little look? So which one should we show first? With the one I've got, well, that makes sense to me then. Right, you are getting 12 different designs, 2 sheets of each. Now, 6x6 scrapbooking papers. I'm going to be completely honest, because you know what I'm like? I'm dead honest. If it's something I've never seen before, but this is something that I use on a week-to-week basis. Now, I'll tell you, is that why you put me in the show? Do you know what? Honestly, I wish I would have brought my scrapbooks in to show you now. Now, I'll tell you why I use them. I'll tell you what I do them for. And you know what? You'll have a completely different use at your home. With my scrapbooking, I use them as my photo albums as well. Now, I don't just want to stick my photos right the way on. So what I tend to do is I'll cut these, and then I'll also cut the centerpiece out, and then I'll put a picture over it. So I've got a really nice corner border, and I have different tones for different ones. So like, you know, I have all my childhood pictures. I tend to go for lots of these florals, lots of soft pinks. And you know, for my holiday ones, I'll use more of a tropical one, but this is perfect. I have got a fishing scrapbook. I still need to bring these in, don't I? I usually have them with me, but I've got a different car. That one is perfect. You could even just use that. Do you know what? I know you can cut them and use them. I wouldn't even cut it and use it. I just use it exactly as it is, as a border for something really, really special. Oh, and I date as well. I date a lot of my pictures. So you can use... Everyone thought I meant dating then. I haven't dated. I do, yeah, I have dated before. I've not dated for a long time now. I'm stuck with Chris. Honestly, I'll tell you about what he did to my Halloween decorations in a bit. I'm livid with him. Right, so there you go. You've got these gorgeous, so remember it's it's 12 different designs. I'm never taking him for a couples massage again. He won't take his trackies off. So there you go, that one's absolutely gorgeous. But you know what? Be creative with them. Use them as different shapes. You know, even if, especially if you've got a really nice sort of shape, and maybe you've got like, do you know the rulered shapes or something along those lines? Use different bits. And I'll tell you one thing as well, which I use with these for. Even if I've cut a shape out of them, don't throw them away. Don't throw them away, because sometimes you might just have a tiny little piece. You need an extra little corner accessory. Just keep them. Even if you want to say at the very end, it's like a scrap of paper. I've got a scrap of paper left. Honestly, there will be something that you will use it for. Be thrifty with them, because in terms of size, you actually get a lot of paper there. £14.99, and it is just, it is from Beautiful Moments, and it's stunning. And do you know what? Kat's just said it's nowhere near our price. You know how the mornings work. We're not messing about, are we? We're not messing about. Right, we're going to do our very first crash. So here we go. Best of luck to everybody who's come to join us for this hour. You know how it works in the live hour. £9.99. And do you know what? They're absolutely gorgeous. If you sat there now, Just a little heads up. I know lots of you at 14, we've got 14 left. Well done to everybody who's already checked out. I've only got 14 left now. So if you are looking and you're thinking, that's the one for me, you need to be, I never say, oh, quick, check out. But this one is going to go, just to give you the heads up. So I'll show you all the different patterns as well, so you can have a proper nose there. Oh, I love that. Oh, 2 of each sheet, 12 different designs. Perfect for, that shabby chic. You want to add a bit of ribbon, a little bit of lace. Be creative with them. Oh, do you know how good would buttons look on there as well? Do you know, for your cards as well, especially if you're doing, your craft markets this year and things like that. I'm going to just show you this before, and we're going to, whoa, there you go. So there is all of them. Literally, Kat just said, are you ready for a big price drop? A big old price drop. That sounds good to me. Right, you are getting 2 of these, so you're getting 24 in total. Should we just actually even address what is going on with the price? £4.99. I feel like an idiot because I literally bought something so similar about a year ago, and no word of a lie, I won't say where it was from. It was £20. £20. And I know what you're thinking, Claire, you're an absolute mug. I said, no. There we go. I'm going to pop that clock on for you. So now it's your time to come and get involved. So for your crafting, for your layering, and I know, in case you are brand new and you're looking and you're thinking, oh, what's this clock mean? What's this clock mean? That clock means at the very end, when it hits 0, we're going to be taking a little bit more off that price, as much as we possibly can. So in terms of value for money, absolutely exceptional. But I do just, are we really? Right, we've just done the sums. I've not, Kat has. If you've got a calculator, are you just that good at maths? She said, I have got a well-used calculator. Is it where that you've used it so much the numbers are wearing off on the... It's very creaky, this calculator, but one thing I will tell you, I'm going to give you the heads up. The reason we put a clock on, there are so many of you getting ready to check out, and I literally have, is it about 14 we've got now? Then 13 now, then that is it. So get ready, make sure you're on the little basket checkout. Right, there you go, on the phone lines. I know we're a little bit busy on there, do just bear with us. That $14.99 price tag, get ready, because we're not going to do that this morning. Forget about it, it never even happened, didn't even... Are you being serious? £2.99, and that's for all those incredible designs, all the different ways you can use them in your crafting, your scrapbooking, your layering, all of them, as well as size-wise. We are looking at, now they're 6x6, which is, perfect. Can I just show you the end one, which I missed? Look at that Hessian. Oh, that is so shabby chic. And do you know what? And don't get me wrong, I love Hessian as a material, but it's not always the easiest to use for me. So to get that look, absolutely perfect. So £2.99, and you have got 12 different designs, but you're getting 2. So it's 24 sheets that you've got in there. Absolutely. I can see lots of crafters coming through now in your baskets. Good morning. Good morning. Because I'll tell you one thing now, if you've already got those, the boxes from earlier, you've already done your P&P, you are literally looking at £2.99. That's not right, that, is it? Should we have a look? John, about that? Oh, the boxes. Good morning, John. You okay, my love? The boxes would be great in the garage for storing different nails, screws, nuts and bolts. We didn't even think about cars, did we, Mandy?
My husband's aircraft technician. It always comes home with screw heads and the place with it, and I'm thinking I should have them in the kitchen because I was emptying out the washing machine. And another screw, another washer. I could put more on that, couldn't I?
There you go. There you go. See, John, you're inspiring us. I've got a feeling you like your cars. you like tinkering in the garage. Now we do have another set of your scrapbook papers. So they do work in the same way. However, completely different design. These are the More Than Stars design. Now, I was talking earlier about, different scrapbooks that I use them in. So with this one, we're not going down that same sort of floral palette. There is still floral tones there, but it's a different palette. You get the most beautiful, beautiful mixture of, your blues and your greys, almost bluey greens that come through. Absolutely stunning. And I'll tell you one thing, and it's so, so key. It's got to be, and with crafting, you know yourself, you guys are the experts. it comes down to the quality of the paper. The better the quality, the more you can do with it. You can, decoupage it, you can pop your buttons on it, etc. Absolutely incredible. So what I'm going to do, Kat just said, you know what we're going to do with this price. So I'm going to show you a few of the different designs so you can have a little look. We're going to go right the way down. Now, you know what kind of price we're going to be going to, don't you? You know. There you go. How is it already 6:30? You know what? It's because it's Adam's birthday. Time's going to fly. Time's going to fly. Right, I said to Adam, come on, what are you doing tonight for your birthday? You're having a takeaway, aren't you? Oh, yeah. He says, oh, yeah, I'm having a takeaway. Oh, this one. I know you shouldn't have favourites. Mandy, are you the same, though? You
I'm
just
the
go.
same. I could stroke that one for a couple of hours. What I love about this pad, though, is there's so many masculine effects in there as well. So it's not just it's not girly. It's masculine bits. And I would love to put paste on that through the stencils, and give it some dimension as well. But beautiful papers, absolutely beautiful.
They are. No, you know what? That's such a good point as well. Especially if we love Mandy, don't we? We're talking about you now, Amanda. But no, you're right. There is. See, there you go.
That's nice, isn't it? Imagine put a dream catcher on that. As your scrapbook page, little dream catcher, a lovely little picture of someone, little baby sleeping.
That is beautiful. Do you know what Kat was just saying? If you like dream catchers, watch this space. Because we might just have one coming up. And do not forget, if you have just joined us, good morning. Mandy is going to be doing her demonstrations at 7 o'clock. So we've got so much going on today, aren't we, Mandy?
Wait.
And Mandy's with us all day as well today, aren't you? You're with us all day.
I've moved in.
She brought a suitcase. Oh, did literally, I wish, because obviously you can hear me and Mandy, but I wish I could have a sound division for the whole team, because when I showed this one, everyone just went, oh,
you put a moon onto that. A moon, some splashed of white paint as the stars, and then put something, you could put Halloweeny on there, you know what I mean? But there could be really some shadows of trees on there. Oh, that looked lovely.
Do you know what? You're so right.
That's
you
fab
could,
paper.
because obviously we're coming to Halloween, you could do some eerie trees in the...
That's it, do all your silhouette stamping onto that. It would look beautiful.
I'm a bit in love with this one. Yeah. I might just sneak this one into my bag down there, and then nobody will ever know.
Cat'll be, you're kissing your fish. I know what you fisher people are like. You get your, oh gosh, you're kissing.
Kissing. It's too true. Now, I'm just going to give you the heads up. Well done for checking out. We've got so many of you. We've got the lovely Wendy, Veronica, Christine. We've got crafters as well. I've only got 7 of those ones left. And do you know what I'm going to say? At that kind of price, it's a no-brainer. Even if you're not currently working on projects, just to have them there at the ready for you. Righty then, shall we have a little look at our... Oh, the cross-stitch wooden trinket box. Now, this is an interesting product because this is down to how you want to use it. Now, get your messages at the ready because I'm going to ask you, what would you do with it? So, the ideas are flying in. I'm going to go through them in just a moment, but let's have a little look. Kat's literally, she's at the ready, she loves this. So I come in this morning and Kat was just like, oh, I love it. So let's just talk about being one of the most, the basic uses, perfect for a storage box. However, it's not just that beautifully crafted, gorgeous feel to that wood on there. But then when the lid comes on, there you go. You've got that cross-stitching area. So in terms of uses, right, go on, Kat. I know you're dying to tell us your idea. So what Kat would do, she said, if you're a cross-stitcher, you can do the craft in the top. Mandy, I know your mind's already going to be racing with ideas. Go on, what would you...
Because what you've got across your desk, I would actually decorate it up. So I'd use the paints on it to do my base. I'd then put the papers on it to do the pretty bits, make it look really shabby chic. And then I'd put lavender in it.
I love it. I'm feeling so medieval with some lavender in there. Oh, in the guest bedroom at the bottom of the... Oh, do you know what? Potpourri. Adam, did you want some... Is that a hint you wanted some potpourri for your birthday? Because all I can hear is Adam, potpourri.
Sneaky Maltesers next to the bed. No one know.
I like
it's an air
it.
freshener, really, it is. You smell chocolate.
It's absolutely, I love the lavender. I love the smell of lavender. But you know what? This is what it's all about. It's about bringing different pieces. I'll tell you what about if you've got, those really long craft needles that are quite thin? Could you maybe put them through there for safekeeping as well? As I tell you one thing, I don't know about you lot, but when I get all of my crafts out, I make an absolute mess. They're all over the place. Mandy, my partner, always says, because I have glitter everywhere, he says, it looks like Tinkerbell's thrown up in here. That's like his little things, and he thinks it's hilarious. What's your husband like? We're having all crafts all over the place.
We'll not go that bit. Glitter, I'm banned from having loose glitter in the house. Been banned for years because it used to go to work sparkling, and it's the engineers. I thought that's a bit odd look for an aircraft engineer. And then my dog was covered in glitter. And he went, that's it. I'm banning it from downstairs. It was everywhere. It really was. But I got craft. My house is a complete craft storage. Basically, I have it in every room. He just has to put up with it.
So spot with it. Joe, hi, with those holes, great for birds for jewellery making. Joe, what do you think about that idea? You could cross-stitch beads. Do you know what, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, I feel really bad because when I saw it this morning, I thought, oh, great for storage. But now, like Joe said, paint it, like you said, shabby chic, layer it. And like Joe just said, you could even, decorate it with all the beads at the top as well. There is so much.
Some crystals around it. You could bling it up with the,
Oh, do you know what, honestly, guys, you've put me to shame. These are really good ideas. Now, have they really? Kat was just saying, Joe, as well, she has seen these before where they are beautifully decorated, with that cross-stitch beading, and it's just sensational. And if you use, imagine using beautiful gemstones and using these at a craft fair as well.
Beautiful, wouldn't it? I mean, that's the sort of thing I look at, the artisan things. I look at something that's been made to look designer, and it's a one-off because you can't do one same twice, can you, if you do that sort of thing? But that, I mean, just a little bit of stencil on there, a little bit of relief work on it, and dry brushed over, a little bit of wax. Beautiful as a storage box. I love that. I think that's beautiful.
They are beautiful. Now, I'm just going to give you the heads up because I know lots of you are getting it in your basket already. We've not even bring the price in. We have had these on air once before. They were so popular. So I think you're going to know why we're going to see this price. I'm going to give you the heads up now. It is about to go a little bit crazy on the phone lines. Make sure you're going to be checking out with your basket because Kat's going to bring that price out and you're not going to believe. You're not. There you go. £4.99 for the amount, like Mandy said, like Joe said, like Kat said, the amount of versatility you're going to get is beautifully made. I'm going to show you the base as well, just to show you can, with the painting, you can continue with the painting right on the base there as well. Absolutely gorgeous. £4.99. And I tell you one thing now, you go to all the different craft stores and you get your bases, let your imagination run wild with it. If you want to keep it as simple storage, absolutely go for it. But if you want to have some fun with it, if you want to put your own stamp on, like Mandy said, do some shabby chic. I love shabby chic.
I mean, that'd be great for Christmas, though. You think about, you could do that up to Christmas, have some little ornaments on top as an actual decoration, have your potpourri, Christmas potpourri underneath, and it'd be a decoration as well as coming up smelling nice. You could store your coasters in there in your front room.
That is a good idea.
If you're one of these people, there's one of these people that I call tidy, then strange word to me.
These crazy people.
And you can store them and they'd be hidden away really beautifully.
I love that. That is such a good idea. That would fit Corson. Do you know what? I've got a bit of a habit of putting fairy lights in everything. I would put a little bit of light in there. I mean, I don't know how strong it would be.
Glow through the top.
Yeah. Honestly, we have so many fairy lights.
Valentine's, you see.
Yes. Now, it sold last time it was on, absolutely went through the roof. At $4.99 are we at today now? $4.99, and it sold really, really well. However, let's not beat around the bush. It's the morning show. You lot have got up early to come and join us. So we've got a reward. We've got to reward ourselves, haven't we? By dropping price. Well done for getting up early. I know it's cold. It's feeling a little bit autumny. So Kat was just saying, I hope you're still all wrapped up in bed and watching with a cup of tea. There you go. Every penny, every penny. Karen, do you know what? if you're doing, I think you've got, because you've got the 6, have you got a big project? Let us know, especially while Mandy's here as well. Let us know what your project is. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're going to do, because you know what, at the end of the day, when you lot message us in your ideas, it sparks something here with us. And then, you know, we get more ideas. We'll all share different ideas. And that's really, you know, that's really what it is all about. I know the craft fairs, the Christmas craft fairs are coming up in style. Manchester's got a huge one, the Contemporary Fair, which is coming, I think, in about 2 weeks, actually. So hopefully we're popping down. £3.49. Lots of you already checking out on this. If you're loving your mixed media, grab them, give it a go, get ready. And I'll tell you one thing, you have timed it. When I say you've picked the perfect day to come and join us, because I'll tell you one thing now, the demonstrations which are coming up at 6 with our Mandy, completely different, because yes, you've got demonstrations, but all the learning materials that you've got as well.
It's just, there's so much you can do. I mean, that box, I think, and that price, I mean, I have paid a lot more for them. I have. In the past, I admit it, I got shelves full of them that I don't want to touch them.
Yeah.
So it's something really, really special. But we've got some beautiful stencils that look amazing on that. Come up and show at 7.
Oh, that sounds good. I just, honestly, I think we've all been there, and I think we can all, everybody who's watching will say, do you know what, I have been in that particular high street craft shop. I have paid that kind of price. I have carried them all the way home. I have to try and sneak mine around Chris so he doesn't see what I've got. But there you go. It's perfect because it's £3.49. If you've already done your P&P already, or you're going to get something else during the day, you don't really need to think about that. So what you're actually thinking about when it comes to price is £3.49. Even if you want to do a completely different demonstration on that, and you're using this for as simple as storing your pens in, that is how simple it can be. Yeah, I've got some craft sheets here. Do you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you're going to use them with, it's perfect, absolutely perfect. But for me, I'm not being funny, at £3.49, do you know what I would do? If I've got a couple of kids or a couple of grandkids, I'd get 5 for each, 1 for each child, get them around the house at Christmas, get all your crafts out. Obviously, you're not allowed loose glitter, Mandy. You're not allowed loose glitter.
It's hard, you're barred.
Yes. Yeah, get it all out, and get all the kids involved. You know, get them all doing something. It's
Do mini Christmas Eve boxes for the adults without something really luxurious in it, but they can have their little yearly box coming out.
I love that, because I'm not being funny. You know those Christmas Eve boxes that you can buy? They're expensive.
I know, I
you know when
make
they're
my
all
own.
done.
Let's make my own.
Literally, I bet everybody expects in your life at Christmas, is everybody like, right, Mandy, what are you going to make for me?
I've had so much over the years. Don't make anything for me. I think it's got to that stage now.
I'm crafted out. I
I've got
love
the wall
that
space
though.
left. I've got the shelf space left. It's like, I'm trying to it's not working no more.
I've literally just got visions of your dog running around covered in glitter. I think it's brilliant. And your husband going to his very grown-up job. Don't worry what I do on the weekend. Now, I've just had a little look. I'm a little bit worried, though, because we've not got huge amounts of stock, but lots of you buying it in 6s and 4s and 2s. You know, Karen as well, you've got a 6. What's your plans? You've got Denise as well, you've gone for the 4 over in Yorkshire. What are you planning on? What are you doing up north? What are you doing up there with them? And Karen as well with a 2 as well. You're only down the road, aren't you? Now, make sure you are checking out. I've got lots of you. We've got lots of Mandys as well. We've got Mandys this morning.
Very popular name.
It's a very popular name.
It's in the 60s, it's very popular.
Right, now we're going to have to carry it. I've got loads to show you. Sponge applicator is perfect. Now, do you know what? If you are doing your mixed media, your glues, your paints, this is why this show's so good. You've got your basic essentials, and these are perfect. Now, I'm just going to show you there. Let Finn have a little look. Now, you know what it is, you know how it works, but in terms of, you know, spreading your materials, your mixed media is absolutely perfect. Every crafter has got one of these in their kits. Kat said, with the long handle, hopefully you shouldn't get your hands dirty, but she did say in theory. But, you know, for those beautiful, you know, speedy applications, your thin paints, your inks, your glue spreads, your decoupage in, £80. Do you know what, Amanda, can I even ask, how many do you reckon you've even got of these? You've gone through of these in your life.
I still got packs of them, because I do still buy them, actually, yeah. Because I use them for varnishes, they're great if you want to put your Mod Podge on, you know, so there's so many different ways you can use them, and they're washable and reusable. That's what I love about them.
That is perfect. And I do like that it's wooden as well. It just feels a little bit more off.
If I still get glue on my hands, I'll be honest, 'cause I'm a messy crafter. Everyone knows me. I am a very messy crafter, but I enjoy it.
I love it. I love it. I can literally just imagine your house now. Honestly, I always feel like I'm pushing it a little bit more with Chris, and I'm pushing it. One day he's going to snap. Right, but do let us know. Now, one thing I will say about this piece, because you know we sell these, lots of you tend to buy these 10s and 15s of them. You're always going to have a use for them. Stock up, and if you ever see them come through at this price, especially if you've done your P&P, just go for it. Now, if this is your first time Derby Maker, it's lovely to have you. It's quite new that we do the mornings, and if you're thinking, well, how does it work? Everyone's going to pay that low price. Everybody pays £1, and all you need to do is that phone number down there. It's a free phone number, 0800 00 14433. The call centre is not miles away, it's literally just there. It's literally just there. And so literally, you can just see Finn's hair then, he's got great hair. So honestly, just give him a call and say, you know what, I'm looking to get a few already. You know, lots of you checking out with 2, 3, 4, absolutely perfect. And do you know what, I feel like, in case you have just tuned in, we've got a lot going on in the studio today. We've got Mandy coming up in about 15 minutes with all her amazing demonstrations. Kat's got her root canal, and it's Adam's birthday.
I'll say, those ones I use to clean my slatted blinds in the house as well. I'm just saying.
Are you being sick? You've got the slat blinds?
I get 2 of them, and I go to clean my blinds with them as well. So
Man, I don't know whether
I don't often do that H word, you know.
Yeah.
That. Oh, don't say it. That one. But I do use them to clean my blinds in the kitchen on that one.
I don't know whether to be really angry or really
glue.
annoyed, because I just got those knockoff Venetians, and I just bought a thing online, which is a special cleaner.
I gave up with
£15.
I just use them.
I love the idea. I can just imagine you now in your life, just one day you were just like, hang on, I know.
Like that. Gets me steps up, you see. For the bingo wing.
Imagine you've had a bit of paint left on it. Oh no, the Venetians. There you go. It's endless. Absolutely endless. You know what we like? We're crafty people, though. You're always going to find something.
And your paintwork as well. They're good for cutting in.
Literally, yeah, little bit of touch of cutting in. Yeah, because that's the art bit, in it, with the... Well, Mandy, I've painted most of my house black, so I had to be so careful. So there you go. Now, we're gonna have to do this for Mandy, aren't we? Because it's our gorgeous cadence. Now, as soon as I came in and I saw Mandy, I thought, I'm just putting the cadence out. Literally, Mandy's face.
I am.
Right, come on, you got to tell us. Why do you love this product so much?
Absolutely love Cadence. The Cadence are a Turkish company based in Istanbul, one of the top paint manufacturers in the world. And I use a lot of paints. These paints are amazing because they are a hybrid paint. And what that means is a hybrid paint will go onto any surface. Okay, so you can go onto wood, onto your cardstock, so great for your card making, your scrapbook, and they go onto furniture, they go onto glass, they go onto fabrics. It's washable on fabric once it's heat set. And there's just the consistency and the vibrancy of the colour. The pigment in them is amazing. The little goes a long way. It's such a smooth formula, it really is. And they're designed to go onto slick surfaces. So you don't have to pre-sand, you don't have to prime. That is up to you whether you want to do that. But again, brilliant coverage, really are. Sometimes only one coat on, but the colours are amazing as well in it.
Well, do you know what? Speaking about colours, we've got a really nice, in terms of, you know, the ones we've selected, the perfect. So should we start with our centres? Right, hang on, let me bring these down. But no, honestly, thanks for that, Mandy. I was having a little look. They've won some amazing awards as well.
They have across Europe, but they're partnered with what we call the Cadence family. So they choose who they want to partner with. So we've got Morocco, we've got Saudi Arabia, we've got Dubai, we've got UAE, we've got Germany, we've got Hungary. There's so many different partnerships around the world, all called Cadence Teachers.
Wow.
But that is how brilliant this make is, how well known it is, especially around Europe as well. It's just gone worldwide. It really has hit the roof on the worldwide now.
Well, that's it, isn't it? You know, if someone can break that barrier from their own country and go worldwide, you know it's got to be the best, because the amount of people who keep rebuying the brand, you know it's going to work. I mean, you're a professional crafter as well. You know it works. You use it, and it's brilliant that we've got it here. Now, the 4 colours that we've got are just absolutely stunning. So They are the perfect monochromes, everyday use. If you want to go the white and the black, the two tones of grey, but already I know your imagination is going to be going crazy. £4.20 a bottle at the minute, but you get all 4 of them for £16.96. And what I would say, especially if you're brand new to crafting and you're looking into painting, into your paints and your colours, I think this selection is a perfect, especially for essentials, especially for popping into your kit, because the amount of times we use the blacks and the whites and then those greys are just perfect. I mean, you must just, you know, with your colours, it's fun to have fun colours, but to have your bases.
Your basics are what it's all about sometimes, because you've got your black in there, you've got your antique bone, which is a lovely soft vintage colour, you've got your graffiti grey on there, and you have your stone, I believe, as well on that kit. I'm just trying to remember the colours from when I did those before. But again, they're 120ml bottles, so they're a large bottle, but so it does go a long way, and there's so many different things, and it's an indoor and outdoor formula.
Nice.
It just depends on how you apply it, but you can put it onto all these surfaces as well.
Yeah, nice. So there you go. So this is our first set of colours, the black, the white and the beautiful greys. The price is incredible. And I tell you one thing, because, you know, like Mandy said, you know, Mandy knows all about this company. I was doing a little bit of research last night. The amount, honestly, the amount of worldwide attention that this company has got because of their incredible, like you said, pigmentation, quality, how long they last. If you're going to do it, if you're going to add them into your kit, go for a brand such as Cadence, so you know you're going to get that absolute quality there. £16.96. Pop them in your basket, check them out. But I tell you what, you might be thinking, well, you know what, Claire, I've already got those colours. I love the brand. What else can we do? What else can we do? So I'm going to give you a different mix of colours. Should we go with our brights? Right, we have got, oh, look at that green, all the red coming through. Anybody think it's nearly Christmas? Step into Christmas. I know, it's too soon. So then you've got that beautiful purple, and this, that is stunning. You've got this almost pinky purple tone that comes through. The warmth of it is remarkable. So, Mandy, as a crafter, these kind of colour palettes, where would you go with them? What would you create?
These are good because you've got your, you could do autumn with this, you could do Christmas with this, you can do your vintage shabby chic because you've got that Ophelia, which is the green, you've got the apple candy, which is that reddy colour.
Yeah.
You've got the purple and you have that Victorian pink, which I absolutely love, and that's really a shabby chic. So our little wooden box, that on there, a bit of stencil, a bit of dry brushing over your antique bone would look amazing. But again, there's so much you can do with these. And remember, these, you can mix your own palettes. If you buy all the sets, don't forget they all combine, they can mix. And I guarantee you'll get with Cadence also is that when you buy them, if you want, oh, I've run out of that, I'll go buy another one, the colour is consistent.
Oh, that is perfect.
That's what I love. This colour is always going to be consistent and the quality always.
That is perfect. But do you know what? That's it. That's what we want to offer you. You know we're at Hobby Maker. You know we want to bring you the best of the best in terms of your crafting materials. So one thing I would say is, do you know, if you look online and you see the kind of prices, which, you know what, fair enough, they can charge, absolutely. The only difference is that we're going to do is, because you're getting all 4, we can move a bit with the price, if that makes sense. You know, it's an amazing partnership that we can even work with this brand as well. It's fantastic that we can bring it to you. So what we're trying to do is, especially just for these, you know, this first hour, is give you your essentials. And once you've got them in your kit, they're there at the ready. Now we're going to do the final bundle. So in terms of colour palette, we're going to change it up again. Now we've got some beautiful pastel colours that are going to come through. Bear with me one moment. I'll bring them up for you. There we go. Oh, are these your favourites, Kat? Ooh, they're a reminder of sweeties and sugar almonds. Oh, that's why she's having a root canal today. Right. Oh my, where to start? So you've got that stunning white, and then, do you know what? Every single one is going to work. Oh, then you get that beautiful, beautiful. Like we all say, we always go for green. We always go for, I don't know what it is. I think we're just drawn to it, aren't we? And then that stunning, stunning purple. So Mandy, in terms of a colour palette, what would inspire you with these colours?
Again, these are what I call my pretty shabby chic, because I'm always shabby, I dress shabby, I do shabby. So, but you've got your white there, which is, again, another basic colour, okay? And that white can then be added to any of those colours to make it paler, into a more of a pastel. We've got a baby pink, you've got that gorgeous light mauve, and that mint green there, That is fantastic. Now, if you love your steampunk, that's the colour to go with. Touch of brown on top of that, a little bit yellow, you've got your rust as well. So that is your patina colour. So again, so much you can do with that. You can even lighten it down then with your white. That's why I always put a base shade in with most of the kits we do. But I just think that's just so pretty, because that lilac can tone it right down to almost white again, you know?
Yes.
Brilliant. Ombre effect would look amazing.
Do you know what? Honestly, I've fallen for the green. I've fallen for it. Right. Oh, Denise, hi. Can you mix the white with a colour to make a lighter shade? So, Amanda, you were talking about mixing, weren't you?
Yes, I'm saying yes, because you know you're going to do your custom blends. So you could use your white into the graffiti grey to make it lighter, or into the black to make it a darker grey. There's so much you can do. So yes, you can blend all the paints together and create your custom palette.
That's perfect, because I'm the same with makeup. You know, if you just can't find that right colour, you can mix it and you can find it. A bit of experimentation, but you'll get there.
And they're water-based and they're non-toxic as well, so they're safe to use all the family.
There you go, absolutely perfect. So Denise, there you go. You can go wild now. You can go wild with whatever you've got in mind, because I know what you're all crafters. Now, you've got all 3 sets. We've just popped them on there. The price are in there. The one thing I will say is be ready to be at the checkout. There's a few different ways you can check out. You can check out on the app, you can check out on the web, or if you like me and you like speaking to a human, you can give that number a call, which is 0800 001 4433. You can give them a little buzzer. Right, we're doing our Posca pens. Where are they gone? Oh, the Posca pens. Right, so I have been looking a little bit into Posca, and they have the most amazing website. And I was talking all about where they actually came from. And this is what inspired me so much. And I was so happy that we managed to get these. Price-wise as well, we're going to do something fantastic. We'll come to price in just a moment. So this company, when we are talking about the go-to company for artists, especially that big movement in the 80s when it came to, you know, that graffiti style. So because so many artists use this particular piece, do you know what that says to me? That says, well, they must be really, really good. They must be really, really strong. And do you know what? That's exactly what they are. Fantastic in quality. Artist communities, urban cultures, the graffiti community. And you know what their whole idea is? Their whole idea is to have paint in your pocket. And that's what their ethos is. It's that idea of you've always got your paint on you go. You can be creative wherever you are and whatever you're doing. And if that does not excite you as a crafter, then I don't know what will. Now, Kat, you said there was some awards, wasn't there? There was the Posca Artist of the Year award, and the lady actually came into the show a little while ago, and she actually came and said the sparkle set, really, really hard to find. Ridiculously hard to find. Now, she got sent, but when she won, so many different Posca pieces, you know, as a sort of a well done. She got all of the essentials, all of the packs, but she said out of everything, she was most excited about the glitter ones because you cannot find them anywhere. And we've got them here this morning for you, and we're going to do an amazing prize. I've got to have a look at them. Because this is what I'm talking about, exciting. Now, Mandy. Oh, yes, I don't have to do the demonstration. I'll leave it to the expert.
I love Posca pens. I mean, I got a white one here, but just say I've been using Posca paint pens for years. Because I do mixed media, I do a lot of canvases. Okay, so of course, if I'm using paints, there's a lot of shiny surfaces, but I use the Poscas all the time. And I mean, I haven't got the sparkle ones. I haven't got the sparkle ones. I've got the, but I always use the white and the black in mostly every project I do, because I can splatter with them, I can write with them. I mean, I got fine ones, they're the larger ones there. But if you've never used them, they are absolutely fantastic. They are permanent, but the effects you can get, if you hear it, it's got a ball inside.
Nice.
So that's mixing the paint up in there and bringing it to the tip. And it's got really easy, I mean, I can do it on, but these have got really easy. When you actually want to do them, I'm trying to get a bit of card here. Wow. You can just tip the pen and you start pumping it. And when you pump it, that brings the paint to the top. If you try it, it's okay. I'll wipe it off, look. It's not my board. I
love that.
But they are, you can see like little white dots. I've got a very fine tip on here. But Can you see on my hand? That is the paint that comes out of the pen.
Oh my, Mandy, it's so big.
And it's like I want to splatter, and I can take a tool, I won't do it on this board, I just hit it over the top, and I can actually make this splatter onto my projects as well. But I just love these to do my little stars on my projects. I'll splatter them on. I just dot to make stars on my cards and things. But again, permanent, fantastic coverage, they really are. I rarely have to do a second coat if I want it on dark surfaces, but I think they're brilliant. And to have that set, sparkle ones, if I haven't got those, they would be fantastic. And look at the colours. It's an amazing pen system, the Posca paint pens. They really, really are.
Honestly, I think I've fallen in love.
Look at that.
I'm not even joking you. These are absolutely stunning. You know, when you said that you've been using them, I was like, oh, what have you been up to? What have you been graffitiing? What have you been? What have you been up to? Look, I've just used it now. Look how glittery the purple is.
But look at the sparkle on that.
Look how the sparkle is on the heart.
A beautiful sheen, isn't it?
Stunning. That is absolutely stunning. Now, Kat has just had a little look. She could not find these anywhere. Not the glitter ones. She couldn't find them anywhere. And last time they were on, she couldn't find them. But today, she's managed to find, literally, Mandy, one place. Like, one place. Go on, pop them up online. Let's have a look. Right, $22.99. This is the exact same pack, the exact same amount, $22.99. And don't get me wrong, that's a good price because it's great quality, the brilliant company. Like you said, Mandy, you just get the glitter ones is brilliant. Mm-hmm. Do you think we can beat it? It is Adam's birthday.
I know we can.
Right, under 20. So do you know what? Forget that competitor's price of $22.99. That's more like it. £17.99. That's a great price, isn't
really
it?
Good price.
What's your favourite colour in there? That's a hard question to ask a craft.
I have to go for blues. Blue.
You're gonna go
blue and
for
green
the
girl, and that would be my choice on those ones.
I love that. I'm a green. Yeah, I'm green through. A birthday, Adam saying, I like the orange. You can't have them for your birthday, Adam. You've already got your biscuits. So do you know what? Honestly, when we are talking about, we've literally shown you these pens on the market, the one place we've managed to find them, and they are, do you know, £22.99. And you'd have to pay your postage probably on top. We're not doing that. $17.99. Use them on textiles. You can use them on glass. There are so many terracotta. There are so many different ways to use them. Look, iron on reverse, metal, plastic, wood. You know, absolutely incredible, incredible. Now, one thing I will say is, you know, now I know why we all watch the Craft Channel, because we want to see an expert at work, don't we? Now, before we get started, Mandy, I've got a confession to make to you.
Oh, good then.
I knew of you before I even came into the hobby world.
Oh dear.
Right, shall I tell you why? Yeah, it was on Crime Watch. No, I shall tell you for why, right? At the Posca store, you were graffitiing up that wall. No. A little while ago, it was quite a while ago, my mum had given me an old frame. And on this frame, what I wanted to do is I wanted to make it look vintage. And I found this YouTube video of this very lovely lady making a frame vintage. And now I've got a vintage frame. And I wonder whose YouTube channel that was.
Oh, I love
and then
frame.
Today, it's you. So when we talk about, that's so crazy that I've actually get to actually meet you in real life. Now, before, you know, whenever I meet a new guest, I've got to ask, and I think it's one of the most important questions of all. What was your moment that you went into crafting and you realised, hang on, this is something super big in my life?
Well, actually, I've got to be honest, people know me, it's like I started crafting, paper crafting, back in about 2003 through utter boredom. I was at home long term, I had a back operation, so I was at home doing nothing. I was flicking through the channels and I just thought, oh, God, I'll order that. And I had a little box this size, literally, about 5 by 7. It had a couple of stamps in it, some card blanks, a couple of envelopes, a bit of ribbon. And then 3 months later, all my alcoves were filled up boxes. Then I was into stamping and the glitter and everywhere. And I thought, this is actually, I find it really, really relaxing. Absolutely relaxing. And then I sort of worked the way through then. I was doing it. I became a design team member. Then I I had my own shop, worked for someone else, and I had my own shop with my friend, and then I started working on TV doing the crafting, and that's what I love, because I love the teaching bit of it.
Yeah.
The sharing bit. I don't say I was a teacher, I just love saying, I found this card, let's do it, and we did it in the shop, you know. So I just love, I got the inspiration, and I hope to pass the inspiration on that I get from other people.
That's amazing.
You know,
I love
it.
that. I love that. Honestly, I was looking at your Facebook as well, like some of your pieces and your Halloween ones as well. I was just like, oh, yes.
They were cute though, weren't they?
It's
They
so
were sweet
cute.
guys, they were cute.
Cute. Or is it if you find that thing that you enjoy that makes you relax, then you have found the holy grail. Do you know what I mean? I think it's absolutely brilliant. And I'm so excited for this hour. I know you've got some amazing demonstrations for us, and the fact that I can actually get to have you for an hour is amazing. I know you're here all day. You're here at 2 and 5, so I get you for the next hour. So what's our first demo? What have we got first?
Well, I just want to show you that we've got the Inspiration magazine from Debbie Moore, and I just want to show you there is so much in this magazine for you, and we're going to be using the papers from it. But what I want to show you, in the magazine, we're giving you inspiration, okay? So you have got so much in here, honestly, from all the design teams, from myself. We've got a bit of cadence in here, but look at this. We have got all the projects, step-by-steps for you to make, and these projects. Look at this, giving you lots of ideas, lots of inspiration, giving you ideas for the cadence products there, with your paints you had on this morning. So we've got step-by-step instructions, but then you've got the cards actually made from this magazine, because not only do you get all the projects, this centre part of the magazine, you have 40 pages of crafting pieces. Look at this, 40 pages. You've got toppers, you've got backing papers. Look at these beautiful colours. We've gone across the whole colour spectrum for you. So you've got your lilacs, you've got your pinks, you've got your wood effect. Look at this lace. Imagine cutting that out as a layer. But look, all these toppers. We've got ribbons on here as well. Oh, look at these colours. Aren't they glorious? Beautiful toppings and beautiful sayings on there as well. But look at this. And it just keeps going. You get bows and embellishments on here. You get your... You've got mam, because down in South Wales it's mam, up north it's mam. Isn't it? Yeah, it's like mam and gran in Wales, it's mam and gran. So, you know, you've got all these different elements there. Look at this beautiful papers though. And again, we can, in here also, look at these. I get a bit carried away and looking through it, because I wanted to show you it. That to me, look at beautiful. Imagine that's a wedding card, anniversary card, birthday card. So many different things.
That's a bit of you though, with the shabby chic style.
Exactly. Look, it's very vintage. That would look amazing with some stencil on, some stamping on there. But look at these colours. And then more inspiration, more step-by-steps for you. And what you also get in here is you get the free stencil as well. And if you've got the stencil just next to you there.
Oh, there it is.
You get a free stencil in here as well with the magazine.
Exclusive as well.
Yeah. But what you also get in here is you get a free download for the verses and inserts. And so you've got, I think there's, I can't remember how many verses on there. There's lots on there, but it gives you the inserts. And I've just got a couple printed out next to you. Again, it's a free download. So those ones there, they are inserts. Just give you a sample, give you a feel of what's in there. And that is just in the Bringing Inspiration to You, issue 61 that's with us today. But there's so much in there. It's just cram-packed full. And the thing I love about it is the inspiration. It's the step-by-steps for you. And the papers are fantastic. But then you took the papers out and you keep the rest then. Pop it in your craft room. It's there for you to use to, give you ideas on different cards and things. And we've got lots of samples to show you as well, made from the magazine samples, made from the papers inside. Absolutely beautiful.
This is amazing.
On your left-hand side, there's lots of samples. Card samples.
Oh, the card ones. Oh,
lots of card samples there, and they're using the magazine. I don't know. The design team made all of these for you, but these are what you could possibly be using out of that magazine to make your cards. These are just cards, but again, these papers can be used on boxes. They can be used on your mixed media projects. Think of them as layers as well. But beautiful, aren't they gorgeous when they're made up?
Honestly,
beautiful colours.
When you say a magazine, no. It's so much more. If you literally, I'm gonna get you to grab them all. Adam's being so bossy because it's his birthday.
It's upside down, that one.
Look at this one with the bow.
It's like having a mini craft shop and a mini sort of like tutorials. on your craft desk, you know. So it's beautiful to use. And look, if you feel the quality, they're on 150 GSM paper as well, satin finish paper they're printed onto. But I just think that's lovely. And you've got these lovely verses on there, lovely sayings, lovely quotes on there. Again, all in that magazine for you, ready to cut out, use, and get creating.
Look, there's even gems on.
I know, it's gorgeous.
There's even gems. I've gone quiet because I'm
using all those layers.
Honestly, do you know what though? Because you know everything with the Inspiration magazine, and I know obviously Debbie's works on there as well. It's all about inspiring, and that's what it.
Exactly.
That's the key. And do you know what? Honestly, I'm not even joking. We were saying as a gift. If you've got a friend who's a crafter as well, imagine receiving the magazine with. It's just all about the possibilities. There is so much in there. And if you think all of the different pieces, if you used to get it all separate, imagine how long it would take you to collect everything.
There you've got that all in one. For that price, you get everything in there. You get 40 sheets of those crafting papers in there. You get loads and loads of step-by-step tutorials to give you ideas. So whether you're just beginning, starting out, great. If you've never done craft before and you've tuned in and thinking, oh, what's all that about? The step-by-steps, the papers are there for you. You just need some card blank or some card packs to go on there. We've got card blanks. We've got a lovely 6x6 card pack cream today on the show. So again, you just need a magazine, some glue, and you are away just to start.
That's amazing. Oh, Mandy, you've got a message here from Denise. Do you want me to read it for you? Mandy, your work is so inspirational. I'm no artist by far, but watching your different demonstrations, I now have a hobby slowly building my stash.
It won't be so slowly. It'll suddenly get pace. It did with me.
I love that though. I love your story though. Like you said, do you know what? You'd had your operation, you had some free time.
Lots of free time.
How it just happened.
Yeah, it just happened, and then here we are.
Yeah. You got a message from Sharon as well. I'm loving it.
Sharon.
Oh, thank you for the demos. Got to have the magazine. Hugs to all Shaz in Wales.
Oh, I know Shaz.
Do you know?
I just realised who it was. Hi, Shaz.
We already know you. That is, do you know what, how nice those messages though? They're amazing. We're sending you hugs back. Now, I'm going to just say, now I know lots of us have already got this in the basket getting ready to check out. I know how excited we are about this. I came in, now I saw the original price of what this magazine should be at. $13.99. However, it is the morning show. Do you think for 1 second we are going to stop at $13.99? No, because and you know what? Honestly, Mandy, you hit the nail on the head. Whether you're a beginner, whether you're an expert, whether you're looking for a gift, I don't think of a better gift than this magazine. I can't think of a better gift.
No, so you imagine giving as a gift, magazine, pack of cardstock, maybe get some Aliens tacky glue. We know we have that on the website, and you're away.
You're good to go. That is it. And it's nice to read all the different pieces in there as well, because obviously you've got your exclusive stencil in there, you've got all the free readable downloads, there's competitions, there's offers inside there's inspirational pieces in there as well, there's the pull-out craft papers like you've showed, like all these amazing creations. Already got lots of you coming to join us this morning. £10.99.
That's a fabulous price, isn't it? Because I thought it was great for $13.99. I thought it was good value. You know, I'm used to paying that for a magazine, you know, but that's fantastic.
It's amazing. It's going to last you so long. Now, this is the crazy thing that gets me here, right? You know the stencil? This is what blows my mind. The stencil is an exclusive design. First and foremost, in fact, you can't, because it's exclusive to the magazine, you can't get the stencil anywhere else. However, on the market, because obviously we work with crafts every day, in terms of this size stencil, now Kat, you're here every day, what kind of price would you put on this stencil? You would put $9.99 on this stencil easily, and that would be a good price. So you're basically paying £1 extra for 40 pull-out craft papers, all of the inspirations, the free download, all the verses, all of the inserts, all of the, the access to the competitions and the special offers. So what you're actually getting, I mean, if you was just to buy that, which you can't buy anyway, because it's just to the magazine, that'd be £9.99. So you're basically paying £1 extra for absolutely everything that the magazine comes with. And I'll tell you one thing as well, even just for a nice read. It's a lovely read as well, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful little articles in there. But get even just the step outs, because then you'll probably look at one and thinking, I like half of that one and half of that one, and you'll be able to combine them because you just got step by step. And you think, I'll just combine them. I'll just combine that measurement with that. But that stencil is gorgeous. It really is. Don't forget, you can put it through your die cutting machines with the right sandwich, emboss that. Imagine that embossed onto foil. And then take your archival ink pad and just rub that across top, and it becomes more vintage. Lots of things you can do with your Miri card. You could put your paste through this to get risen relief. You can put your inks through this, put your Versamark through it, and put your embossing powders over it. So again, stencils, I always think are very underutilised sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't just think you're just going to put paint through it. You are not. There's so much you can do. And you can dry emboss through it onto parchment.
Yeah.
Lots you can do with it.
That is brilliant. Do you know what? There's even an idea here and there. So many of you join us. I've just had a quick flick. That tissue box. How beautiful is
And that is just literally some rice paper, a bit of paste, and some of the Cadence hybrid paints.
I just opened it and I just went, oh, I want one of those.
It's not difficult. It's just really getting those creative juices flowing, having, because once you've done one, you'll be like looking for everything in your house will be covered in paint like mine is. Nothing goes to waste. Jam jars, bottles, old boxes. Don't like that package. Oh, that package is nice for Christmas. I've had my toiletries in it. I'll put papers on there. So much you can do, it really is.
That's amazing.
Upcycle to your heart's content.
Do you know, honestly, even just, I know it sounds crazy, but I'm quite a tactile person anyway. The size of the magazine, it's huge. The thickness of it is absolutely phenomenal. I tell you what, honestly, what a great idea. I'm well impressed. I am well impressed. So much inspiration, so many different types of crafts. Just even in terms of, at the back, looking at all the competitions, all the different bits. Absolutely amazing. Do you know when you do your crafting, Mandy? With your dog, do you have to lock the dog in the other room before it comes over and just goes?
I haven't got dogs now, but then we did. Yeah, no, but they used to come upstairs with me. They weren't not allowed upstairs, but they used to come up when I was crafting, and they'd lie behind me. Well, my floor's a mess. I'll be honest. It's covered in bits of die cutting, and when they went downstairs, there were a couple of white bits of paper, and they used to have miniature schnauzer in their beards. They used to come down with bits of tape stuck to their beards, the tape things, bits of white bits. Time I got them downstairs, I had paper all the way downstairs because it's dropping off the dogs as they're coming through. So I had to stop them coming upstairs.
That is brilliant. Well, good morning if you have just joined us. We are talking about the wonderful world of when Mandy does a crafting at home and her husband goes to work and he's covered in glitter. Then the dogs were there. Now, well, I'll tell you what, though, if you have just joined us, you've timed it perfectly. We've had an amazing morning, but I know why we're all here. We are here for some demonstrations. Your messages have been amazing. Keep them coming. Say hello to Mandy. You can wish happy birthday to our lovely director, Adam, as well, because it's his big birthday today. There he is with his sashes and everything. Right, there you go. So, Mandy, I know what we're all here for. We're all here for one of your demonstrations. What are you going to be doing for us?
I'm going to put my wonky seers on. Because you're laughing when I put them on because look. That's why you don't see them. I have my head down because I said the other week and I stood on them, but I'm off to the opticians on Monday, so when you actually put them like that. So. I can see. Only wonky glasses. Right. So I thought we'd do a little sort of a little gift box. I thought just for a change with a little bit of packaging. It's come up to Christmas, but whatever cards. So what I'm going to do is I've got a piece of card here, and I will put the photograph so it's clearer for you in between the shows. I'll pop a photograph off on white cards, you can see. So what I've done is I've cut a piece of card that's 11.5 inches long by 4 3/4. And then what I've done is from each end, I've scored at 4 3/4. So I got 2 4 3/4 squares, and in here I got about a 2-inch gap. And all I've done then is, can you see, I have folded up on my score lines, because we've already started decorating this one, can you see, to get like a little book. Yeah. Okay, so that's our first part. We'll come back to that now. But we're going to put a little box on the inside. So what I've done is, here we go again. I've got a square, I cut a piece of card that's 7 3/4 inch square. It's very, very simple. It's a super easy project. And then all I've done is, I've gone on and I've scored, at 2 inches, turned it, 2 inches all the way around, turned 2 inches and 2 inches. And all I've done then is I've cut up on 4 to create the corners. And then I've just trimmed off. You can see where I've trimmed that depth of it off, okay? Don't worry, I'll put this on, I will put the picture on it. So what we've done is then, as I've scored and I've folded it, and this is going to create, eventually, our box, okay? It really is a simple project, but I just thought it was a really fun project to do.
I've never seen one of these being made, so this is perfect.
It's really fun. So I've already started decorating the outside, so we're going to do the inside, so we're going to do the outside. Okay. Nice. So I know that that's going to be my inside, so I'm just going to flip it. So this is the front. This is the front now. So, I mean, this could be any colour card, but what I want to show you was these papers. It's really quick. I've done it so I can get the demos in for you. Look at this paper. Isn't that beautiful? And you can see the sheen, because it's a 150 GSM printed, and this is from the magazine, okay? So all I've done so far is I've created a mat and layer using some white card, and then what I've done is I've taken my one of my distress inks. I love these little sets. And this is the Kitsch Flamingo. I just love the sound of it. Absolutely love the sound. And all we're going to do is I'm using some Cadence cut and use foam, but it could be an ink blending tool, you know, anything you like, or your brush, okay? And all I'm doing then is I'm using this pink, because there's pink in the colour of the paper, I can then use the pink on the outside just to bring that pink in somewhere else on my card. Otherwise, it just look too lilac for me, you know. So we're just going around that edge just to catch a tiny bit of colour on my paper there, okay? So then, what we're going to do then, so I'm going to glue this layer on. Oops, that'll be covered, don't worry. I told you I'm a messy crafter. Okay, so I'm just using some glue here, okay. Could use tape, I've sort of done a mixture of tape and glue, so you get a bit of everything throughout the shows, okay. And we're just going to layer that then. So I'm laying it down, leaving a little bit of a border around the outside, okay. So give that a press down. There we go. Then what I've done is, with this little border here now, it's tiny, tiny. You can see I've only left a really narrow border of colour. I just wanted to pop. I didn't want it to be the dominant part. Look at the back of this paper even. You've got to choose. That's the problem I had with the magazine, was choosing which ones I wanted to use. There's so much there to choose from, and it was hard.
3 sheets.
I'm not very good at making decisions. If I have my way, I just put them all on one card, because it's just easy. I haven't got to decide then. So just popping that on now. So that is the sort of front, okay. I've already done the piece here, similar now, and that is going to be for the spine. Yeah. I couldn't think of the word then, spine of my back. So exactly the same. Taking that paper again and layered it on. There we go. This is just because we're going to use the toppers in this set, okay, which I love. There we go. So I'm going to wiggle that. There we go. Hup, hup, hup. Pop that down, okay? So now you can see the front and the spine of our card. Now for the back, what I've realised is I left one of my purple squares at home. But we're not going to let that ruin the card. We're going to pop the base one on, because you're not going to see it, it's the base. Yeah, I just think you're not going to see it anyway, it's going to be underneath.
Design choice, it's fine.
Yeah, put it there, okay. Now, what I'm also going to do, I should have done this a couple of seconds ago. It doesn't matter, we can do it underneath our topper afterwards. So before I stick my piece of paper on, I've got a piece of paper, I've left my purple. I've got some ribbon, okay. So I'm just going to grab this ribbon. I can try and grab some scissors. All my scissors need degumming. Makes sense. Yeah. I'm terrible. I told you I was a messy crafter. So what I'm going to do is I want to add some ribbon, really, so you've got something to tie it up with. We'll put the other piece underneath our topper in the end, it'll be fine. So I'm going to use, for this, I'm going to get a little bit of tape out, because it holds my ribbon down nice and quickly for me. So I'm just using a bit of double-sided tape. I'm going to find the end. Here we go. This is why my scissors are gummed up, because I use tape, as you can see, and it sticks everywhere. So I'm just going to pop that in there underneath, okay? So that then will be our little ribbon opener, okay? I just thought it'd be nice to have something with a gift sort of it, so you can put something in.
But now I'm looking at it, and it's looking too nice for it to put something in.
It's what you want in it, that's the thing, you see. This could be for Valentine, it could be whatever colour you choose, it could be a Christmas idea. I just thought it's something nice to give something in, like some posh chocolates or something. I always say chocolates and miniatures are always accepted. Maybe that's just me.
No, honestly, it's just boozy. I love that you've done something, something we don't see every day as well.
So we just pop that onto there. So now we've got one tie of our ribbon. What I'm going to do here, because I know there's going to be a topper on here, I am going to pop it there. Normally I would have put it underneath, but I got too excited talking about things that I completely forgot. But never mind. I'm going to put it under here, because I know you won't be able to see the tape then. Yeah. It's not quite level, but we're going for that. My wonky eyes, hopefully they'll be sorted Monday.
Yeah, it's just the glasses. It's just like
I know, I had to show everyone. This is I did, but they are hobby maker made, because I did actually stamp them on here. So there you go. So we got that, and then look at this. Oh, I love this. Look at this. This is one of the toppers. Isn't that gorgeous? Really is beautiful isn't that gorgeous? Look at the roses on there, those beautiful designs. You've got the lilacs in there. That's why I picked this one, because you've got lilacs there. We've also got lilac in here as well. So we're just going to pop that on. Okay. So I'm just going to do the corner ones here. Wow. So this topper is from the magazine, yeah? Okay, so you've got the papers and the toppers. You've got toppers in there, you've got tags in there, you've got all sorts in the magazine. Oh. I'm going to pop that into the centre just there. Okay. There we go. Oops, she says.
I just can't believe how much you get in it. I'm literally like obsessed watching you. It's so therapeutic though. Do you know what I mean?
So now, if you look at it, we have got the outside and the inside of our little box done, okay? But now we want the centrepiece. If I'm not having that, what we're going to put in the centre. So I've gone ahead and I've just done the same here. I've decorated each of my panels, the flaps we've created. I will put a photograph in between shows. And I've just added some tape here because it's just quicker for me to show you, okay? So all we've done is taken that piece of card. I always say quicker until I start pulling the tape off, and then I realise it's not going to be much quicker anyway. I should just use glue. But so what it is, it's just a really, really quick couple of score lines, and you've got, and I think because it's a box within a card, so to speak, I haven't got to worry about making the lid to fit it. See? Yeah. So I really sort of cheat in there. I don't want to have to make a lid. I could make a lid, but life's too short. So I'm going to stick it in a card instead. That's what I thought we'd do. Okay, so the last piece here, she says. Oops. Now, because I just want a little bit of wiggle room, and because no one tapes down, it's down. So if you just put a tiny bit of glue, it gives you a little bit of movement. And I'll give you a tip to make sure your boxes are all straight, okay? Because sometimes you can score a line, okay, but it doesn't mean you've scored it straight. All right. So the best thing when you're making boxes, I found over the years, is align the top of your tab with the top of the box. I'm going to show you. So make sure, so put it up, yeah, and make sure that you're aligning the top of this tab rather than lining the corner. Okay. That way your box will be square. So I'm always lining the top of that rather than my corner. All right. And again, I will line in the top of that tab. Then what you could do then is you could line the insides. Okay, oops, I left my tab out on that one. You could line the inside to make it look really beautiful. But I thought we'd put some shredded paper in. I wouldn't have to do that.
Yes, I like it. I always think you said
lazy is the word comes to sometimes, but you know.
I think so fancy we get a present with shredded paper. And
yes.
Like, oh.
So now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some wet glue down here. So your Aleene's tacky glue, I know it's not on the show, but your Aleene's tacky glue would be ideal for this. And what I'm saying is I'm only putting a little bit on here. Less is more when you glue in, okay? Because the more glue you put on, the more slippery it is, and it takes longer to dry. So I tend to put a little bit on. So I'm going to have to put my head over the camera, 2 seconds. Okay. Thank you. I always tell you, because I get told to put my head in the camera. I just need to straighten it. There we go. I'm all right now. I'm just going to pop that in there. So there we've got a little box now. So you could put anything here, nice little set of inks in there, some tissue paper. And then when we pull this across, and we do our little ribbon up, okay? But what you can then add to it, there we go. I really just wanted to give you a really beautiful little demo. I know it's taken a little bit longer, but I wanted to do that. Then we trim off any ends. But on the top here now, how about using some of the die cuts from the show? So I've just cut, as you can see, I cut a couple out. I just wanted to show you
Just
these.
a few.
Yeah, just to give you an idea. I'm not going to put them on now, but I just wanted to show you. I've got them all knotted together. But then you've got these lovely little floral die cut elements. So we can start poking them in or around, doing a little arrangement of flowers. You get the flowers in. But just to say, if you start adding in your little die cuts and things like that, you could really, really decorate these boxes up to be really beautiful. I will finish this during the break, when I'm later on. But again, you've got these. How about cutting them into little pieces and adding them on to different areas? Yep, so there's loads. We'll pop that in that corner there. But there you go, just as an idea of what you could do. But isn't that really, really pretty? And again, it's just a fun little way to give someone a gift in. And it's pretty. And put your message in there then. There you
That
go.
is amazing. God, I've got to have a look at that. That is
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant. Do you know what? Honestly, when you start, I was like, okay, yeah.
But that's only using
Literally.
one little bit from that magazine, not the full sheet.
From
and the
this
topper.
magazine, just look at it though. That
Imagine
is,
there, yeah.
and your border work. Honestly, Mandy, that is beautiful. Like, that
How
is
simple is that?
beautiful.
It's very, very simple.
And do you know what? Sometimes I go, oh no, I could. I watched that and I thought, yeah, I could do that. I could do that.
Exactly.
That is beautiful.
Easy.
Look at it. Imagine receiving a gift. You know what? That is not. It's not. I'm not saying it's a gift box because I'm sorry, it's too good to be a gift box. It's a gift in itself. But do you know what?
A bit of jewellery in
Imagine-
there for somebody.
Jewellery.
Mother's Day, like a Mother's Day, birthday, anniversary, do a Christmas version of it. Because on the USB, you've got kind of life quotes. They have papers on there, toppers on there, tags on there. So you could do a Christmas version. They've got Christmas on there, so you could do versions of that for everybody.
It's just, honestly, yeah, literally, Adam said, you know, if you've got any special things, like any brooches and things like that at home,
Yeah.
you want to keep safe, but you actually want a special area for. Imagine if you can make your own, if you like gift box, if you're making your own gift box and it's your make and you've got something really, really special and you can put them in. That is honestly, Mandy, I'm not, no word for, I am blown away. And it's your detail, like, you know, your actual border work with the shimmer and the colour palette. And oh, happy birthday, Adam. See, Mandy's chose that one for you. Do you know what? I'm not being funny, but all of that work, obviously, I know you've got your own tools, but all of the work is from the magazine. Do you know, I'm telling you what, when we talk about this show for inspiration, I don't think, you know, you could imagine opening anything as beautiful as that. Honestly, Mandy, I know your family are like, oh, more crafts. I would be happy having all these crafts off you. That is stunning. Shall we put it there at the front? I'll tie it and then put it on the front. Now, everything that you're getting in the magazine is worth way more than $10.99. And, you know, in case you have just joined us, the stencil, in case you're thinking, well, I really want the stencil, you can't find the stencil anywhere else. It's exclusive just to the magazine. And so if you are looking, and you know, that stencil alone would be £9.99. So in terms of a fabulous saving, absolutely perfect. And I'll tell you one thing, it's a big magazine. You have got over 40 free pull-out craft papers. You've got your exclusive stencil. You've got your free readers downloads. You've got your competitions. You've got your offers inside. You've got your inspirational projects. But above all else, you know, the amount of inspiration and tools, it's jam-packed. And I tell you, honestly, you are going to have this for ages and ages and ages. It should be $13.99, $10.99 today. On it, and you know what? We were literally, Mandy was just showing us earlier all the different things that you can do with it, and it's amazing. We're not stopping there, are we, Mandy?
No, we're going to go on. We're going to have some stamping, but absolutely beautiful. I can't stop looking at the magazine, though, because I have had fun with this, as you can tell. Just by using little inspirational bits, but again, lots of tutorials, lots of inspiration, and lots of projects you can follow for yourself as well. There you go.
Now, we will be looking more at 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock because Mandy's here all day. She's here all day. So she will be back at 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock. I think it's with Zena today. Yes, with Zena. But one thing I would say is, you know how busy it gets in the afternoon. In the morning, we're quite lucky because in the morning we're all here together and I know we have our regular viewers. One thing I would say is, check out and get it home this morning. Then tell you now, in the afternoon, when everybody's woken up and everyone comes to join us and it goes crazy busy and everyone sees that price, it could be gone like that. So being one of the first ones, I'll tell you one thing that everyone will go crazy about is because of that stamp as well in there. Right, we're moving on to, it's Tim Holt's Distress Stamps next, isn't it? Yes! The inks. We've got 2 different sets. I'm just gonna, I need longer arms. I need longer arms working here, don't I? I'll just throw my arms over there. Right, these are, do you know what? Honestly, I'm feeling that these quite might be up Mandy's street. Hey, Mandy, I saw that distressed lampshade look that you did ages ago. You did a lampshade.
Oh, with the rice papers and things on it, and stencil.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Look at
the
me.
base as well. Did you do with the marble?
Like a right star. We've got 2 different sets all ready for you. We're going to start with the brighter colours. So I'll pop them both up, but we're just going to do one at a time. Now, the one with the brighter colours we're going to start with. Beautiful distressed inks. Now, Mandy, I know you are a craft paper expert. So what do you think when it comes to these types of inks?
I love distress inks. Always have, always will do. I love these, I love the oxide, but these, I love these because if you go back to Posca craft class, you can fit loads and loads of inks in your bag rather than a full-size pack. Okay, they are always going to be water reactive, so we can create wonderful backgrounds. We can stamp with them. We can heat emboss with them if you've got on right side of card. If you get powder and quick, you can heat emboss with these as well. You can paint with them. I painted the next project just to give you a really quick idea, but they are wonderful. But so these are great for storage, and they stack. They stack together, so you can put them in a corner of your bag and they're done. But the colours, the colours, and here you've got like the Kitsch Flamingo, some names I love.
Yes.
Kitsch Flamingo, and you've got your crackling campfire, I think it is, isn't it?
Oh,
and you've got the speckled egg, is it?
Wildness.
The wilderness.
That.
That's
so
the green, isn't it? Yeah. So spots. Sassy, you know. But there's beautiful colours there. And of course, you know, if you do your smooshing, you can do the backgrounds. You can, you know, splash with them. You can do all journaling, everything. I love them. Love them, love them, love them.
Love them. She loves them. Do you know what? Honestly, I've already got you popping them into your basket and multi-bidding. I'm not surprised. Lots of crafters. Good morning. It's lovely to have you all with us as well. Now, it should be more like £15, but this morning, no. We're not messing around. £11.73. In case you're looking and thinking 73 pence, that doesn't make any sense. That's because Kat is literally taking off every penny she physically can for you. So there you go. You've got a brilliant, or maybe it's because it's Adam's birthday, our director Adam, it's his birthday. So now if you want bigger distress inks, if you want the bigger ones, they are on the website. But Personal Impressions have brought us so many different gorgeous things. But it's complete preference. Do you know, I mean, like Mandy said, they are quite nice to have them. They can be stackable as well. And I'm not being funny, but when it comes to storage, it does make a massive difference. Genuinely, especially if you're moving your crafts around as well. So there you go, there's on the website. But we're going to get started with our distressed inks. I know already I've got, you know what, I'll be here all day if I read not names. Sandra, Karen, Janice, Elaine, Gail, Gwen, Crafter, Donna. If you all know at this kind of price, I'm going to show you should we show the other colours now before we do our demo? Don't worry, demo's on its way. I know what you're all sat at home with a fresh cup of tea being like, come on, bring Mandy on. She's getting the dies out ready. Right, so there you go. We've got this is your second pack I'm going to show you. You get all 4 of them in there. Now, the colours, I'll just tell you through the colours. I'm just going to turn it ever so slightly. You've got that. Oh, I'm going to say this really quietly because I know Mandy will go crazy for this one. Victorian Velvet. Oh,
love this one.
That just sent shivers down me. So I love my Victorian stuff. Then you've got that beautiful gathered twigs, obviously. Absolutely, it's just cool, that, isn't it? That's well cool. Oh, broken china. Whoa, rusty hinge. I absolutely love it. That is what we are talking about. Now, these colours, shabby chic, and we all know when we say shabby chic, we all look at Mandy's and say, oh yeah. So this is what we're all talking. Yeah, shabby chic. I've seen Mandy's YouTube, and in fact, that's another point. Do you know what I want you to do today? Go and find Mandy on YouTube because the amount of videos and Facebook that she's got are just about, you literally crafted on everything.
And there'll be more coming up.
And there'll be more coming up.
There's more on the way.
Honestly, they are, you've got to check them out. Just literally, just type in Mandy Jane Taylor. You'll find her on YouTube, you'll find her on Facebook. They're amazing. Now, prices we've brought in, lots of you added to your basket, but I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, all right, come on then, Mandy. What's your idea with them? Come on then.
Well, I like to paint with them, okay? Now, I always say this ahead of time. I'm no artist, okay? I just like to splodge painting things.
Yeah.
That's what I say. So to do this now, let's show how easy they are to use, okay? So I'm using this gorgeous stamp here. I can't remember which one. Is this the Sweet Dreams one? I get Sleeping Beauty, Sweet. I can't remember.
We have got her, haven't we? Where's
I get confused which one's which.
Sleeping Beauty.
A bit like myself this morning it was. I wouldn't quite go with the, you know.
Hey, what time did you get up this morning? Did you stay
3:30.
Oh, we're early birds.
So there we go. So I'm inking it up. I'm using the Versaclear, but you can use any, depending on what you're working with. So if you want to colour this with your markers, use your Memento. I'm using the Versaclear, so it's like a pigment-based ink, so I can actually use this to heat emboss, and I can use all my watercolours. So I'm just stamping here, and I'm hoping I get an image. I'm only short, even with a step. I can never get to enough. As you can see, I'm on my tippy toes. People think I'm tall. I don't know why, but I'm not. I'm a little short, I think I am. I don't even wear heels. It's just like, why do people think that? It's just no.
It's because you're literally leaning over, just getting that stamp going. She's not going anywhere, that stamp, is she?
Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? You can get real close up on that. It's such a beautiful stamp. It really is. Wow. But again, there's so much you can do. I mean, you could just do a black and white and just have that. You could stamp over your panels that you've done with colour, because we're going to show you the background with some distressings. But this now, I mean, I could just paint this. Now, I'm using a little bit of a colour that we don't have on today, but it's just I need the skin tone. I want to show you, okay? So this is one of the other sets we got. This is your vintage photo, but you could use the gathered twigs. If you wanted to. And think about that. So I'm just using a water pen here. But can you see, as soon as I've added water, you can see the colour now, okay? I don't want to get their mat dirty. It's not my mat, you see. It's not a glass one. I couldn't find a glass one. But just to say, it's just, I'm not working on, this isn't watercolour card, I'm afraid, but it's the best I could have. I kind of use it all for my prep. But this is just it watered down, you see? So this is just your vintage photo. So you can start building your skin tones with your, you haven't got to have special, you've got to have, you don't have to have special colours for this. It's just, look at this, I'm just following the lines. That's all I'm doing, okay? This is how easy, these stamps are beautiful. So you've got your sort of a skin tone going on here now. It's hard to see on the camera there, but then I've got this kitsch flamingo, okay? Again, I'm just going to add some water. The kitsch flamingo is like your pinky colour. Because sometimes what it is, when you want to put a little bit of a pink tone into it. So I tend to use that and then add a little bit of the pink tone over my face. Because, you know, even when I got a bit of colour from holiday, I still got pink tones. You know what? I came in this morning, I weren't expecting to be, was I, talking, chatting with you. I haven't put makeup on even.
You don't need it. You've got a lovely little colour to your face. Must be the South. Is that what the South does to you?
No, Spain, I think it was.
It could have been Spain.
So then you go, and then it's like, I would dry that a little bit, but then you can start adding, can you see, it's a little bit of blush. But again, these just using the colours you've got in your pad. A little bit of pink blush, and then a little bit across her eye, it all dry in, a little bit on the lip. But you can see how you're building up those skin tones. And then all I've done for the hair, I've taken, here we go, Rusty Hinge, okay, Crackling Campfire.
Oh,
look at that, lovely, look at that. I get very excited about these paints. So I'm going to use this gorgeous Rusty Hinge, okay, and I'm just going to start stroking on colour. Okay, just stroking on colour. I'm just doing it really quickly for you. Now if I can do it quickly, but just to show you the sort of start of it, okay? I'm going to just do it there. And it's a nice, easy stamp to colour. The lines are clear for you to colour, you know, but you just play away. And then a little bit of Crackling Campfire if I wanted to. I'm mixing, you see I'm blending my colours together. And then you can start adding in little bits of shading, okay? Just rubbing that in there.
It's just lovely watching. It's so relaxing. So imagine doing the crafting itself.
I mean, I could stand all morning just colouring. I'm no artist, but this is what I love about painting with the distress inks, because a lot of the blending is done for you. Because once you add water, you can blend the colour out. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to carry on. Can you see there? You started to get that lovely skin tone. That's just from the colours we've got in our pack. And then when it's finished, here's one I've done earlier. Here you go. This is her finish now. So everything on here is done with your distress inks in the colour, 2 colour sets. And the only thing I've added a little bit of grey pen around the outside just to really kind of bring her forward. Okay, so that there, and I've done that onto watercolour card, but isn't that a gorgeous stamp? Again, I'm not an artist, but I love my distress inks because they do the colour and the shading for me. And then what I've done is I've cut out then an extra layer, and that's going to go on there when we come to build it. There you go. So I'm doing this now, and I think, I've left half my stuff in the green room because I didn't know I was staying in here. I was like, okay. So I've got stamps in there, and the foam pads are in there. But we're going to go with it, but we will add that in together. So what I've done is, so far, is I've done that, and I've cut myself a little matte black piece to go on the back, okay? So I'm just going to add that in. Again, you could put this onto foam pads, but it's absolutely beautiful stamp. It's so easy to work with.
I know Mandy's showing the demo with the inks, but don't forget that actual gorgeous Sleeping Beauty stamp, just £5.49, and you're getting 3 sentiments in there. Honestly, remember this day, live your dreams, and time with you is precious, and all that, £5.49, and that huge Sleeping Beauty centre stamp. Mandy, I just love it when you went, oh, and here's one I did earlier, and I was just like, that is just gorgeous.
Here's one I did yesterday, actually. There you go. Now I've got a piece of watercolour card. Okay, that's all it is. And we're just going to do a background. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wipe that down. Normally I wouldn't do that. I'd put it onto a tag. I just want to move it on for you, okay? Never waste that ink. Put it onto your journal, onto your tag. So watercolour card. And I'm going to use some, a little bit of this. So this is your rusty hinge.
I like that rusty hinge.
And I'm going to use a little bit, dab a couple little bits of that red there. This is just to show you how I've done it, you know. Then I've got some water. I'm using my little mister here, my little Spectre Noir mister actually. So I'm just popping some water onto there so you can see it blobbing. I can't think of another word for it. And then all you do then is you're going to put your card into it. So you can drag it, you can smush it, can you see? And you're going to start adding different colours to it. And then what you'll do is you'll dry, what I do is I would dry that layer, yep, with my heat tool, and then I'll put another colour down and I'll do some more smooshing, okay? And then you're just going to dry it. Here's what I did earlier. There you go, okay. So this is just those 2 colours on there. That's what I love about the distress inks, the looks you can get. But what we need to do now, though, I need to add some colour around the outside, okay? So I think I'll go with, let's have a look. I think I will go back to my rusty hinge, okay? I'm trying to keep the counter nice and clear, okay? So I'm going to grab that on some of the used foam, and I'm going to start just darkening around my edges, okay? So I'll go straight from there. I will clean your mat up.
Oh, don't worry, we're all in trance by you. Don't worry about it.
Don't want Auntie Pauline having, telling me off when she sees me next and messing her mat up. Lovely Auntie Pauline. So I'm just going to go around there, and what that does is it brings us into the story by darkening the edges, a bit like a vignette. I always say it's like a vignette because it sort of brings you into that story, so you can put whatever colour you want. And I always think it looks nicer when it's a little bit darker in the corners and coming up, okay? So that is our little background. But now it's not finished because we've got a stencil, okay? Right. So what I want to do, I'm going to use tone on tone. So again, I'm using the rusty hinge, because this is just a background. So what I'm going to do then is I would use my, I've got some stencil spray here from Kane. It's not on the show, but it's on the website. And it just gives me that little bit of tack, very lightweight tack onto the back. And I'm using this beautiful stencil. It looks like raindrops, doesn't it? I can't remember the name of it. I'm not doing very well with names this morning. I must get myself ready this afternoon. And I'm just going to then take my ink pad here. And again, I'm doing tone on tone, okay? So you should see a little change in the colour in the background, okay? I'm just doing this in the areas I want it. Can you see how we got that? Beautiful, soft tone on tone, okay? So it doesn't have to be something that's a lot darker. You can just use the same colour that you're working with in the background, and it gives you that beautiful, soft sort of blend tone in there. Can you see? Just unique. And you only need that little bit in the background, but you can add stamps in here. I would have done what I've left next door. Look at that. So then what I've done is I've created my own card blank. So I've created my own 7x7 using the craft card from the craft pack. And all I've done is I've cut one piece at 7.5 by 7, one piece at 7, and I've just scored the 7.5 at 1/2 inch. And I've joined them together. Okay, that's simple as that to make your own card blanks. I've got a nice little black layer here. So let's put a little bit of glue. There you go.
That craft card we've just popped on the screen, £9.99 there. And it's 50 sheets.
It's 280 GSM. So, you know, it's fantastic. So it's great for your card bases as well. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that. Oh, I think I've cut my square. It's better that way. There you go. Yeah. It's not quite square. There you go. Okay, so I've got my little border there. So excuse it's not being quite straight. But we're going with it.
Yeah, it's all right.
Then I put tape.
TV, it's okay.
Now, the reason why I put tape, because when I work in watercolour card, it sort of tends to have a little bit of warp in it, okay? Because card's like an unruly teenager. It's got no memory. You've got to tell it where it's coming back. So you've got to put it there. But what I've done is I use a tape then if I'm using watercolour. It's just my thing, my little personal thing. I will use tape because it holds it nice and flat. Okay. There you go. So I'm just taking that off there. There we go. Not off there. So this now, going to be that way, I think. Just where I want my design in the corners. So we're going to pop that onto there. And I'm just going to tear my tape away then. There you go. We'll just leave that for now. I've missed a bit of tape, but we're going with that again. So, and there we have our topper. Now, our topper is just going to sit really on there. But again, before we put it on, because I'm just going to play with this as we're playing it. These are going to be your layers on here, yeah? And we're going to pop that onto there. But again, you know with our die cuts, okay? So if I want to add on some elements here, yeah? What I'm going to do, again, I can take my ink pad, because I'm doing sort of tone on tone all the way through on this. But again, this I would normally leave in the, when you die cut this, I wouldn't take it out of the backing. I would leave it in, colour it, and then remove it. Because then you get all the soft, but you get it's easier to colour, okay?
I love how much you're reusing that same colour palette, and it works. Everything just comes into, you know, with the hair and then the backdrop as well.
Yeah, because then you're going to add those in. You can add in some little flowers as well, like we did before. But again, I'm just going to ink it all in. I love tone on tone, you see. I think it's absolutely, I love it because it just gives you that hint, doesn't it, of something to come, I always think.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Again, but you can start adding in your flowers. If I bring this down now, don't worry, I will finish it for you. But there you've got your little flowers added onto there. And imagine you're just going to keep adding your other little bits. I had another piece. And oh, there you are. It's a bit that I had off, tore off earlier on, wasn't it? Again, a little bit of ink onto there. I'm not even doing it. You can see I'm just tapping it on just to give a little bit of colour. It's all you really need to do. And you can add it just there. Add a little sentiment onto there then. We've got Live Your Dreams on here. Okay, but there you go. Again, beautiful stamp, easy to colour using your distress inks. Easy to do background again. It's all tone on tone, all done with your distress inks though, but that stamp, absolutely beautiful. And it says doddle to colour.
Do you know what? Honestly, that is incredible. Now, the stamp, I know you're probably all sat there at home going, that stamp was got beauty. And do you know what? Even the way you just moved the tape, I was like, why have I never thought about doing that? Because I'm one of those people who I'm like, right, yeah, that's okay. All right, right, stick and hope for the best.
You know, I taught that years ago by watching TV, and it's a lovely lady called Sue Smith. By eye, everyone know her by eye. Oh. Brilliant she was, yeah. And that was one of her techniques she used, and that's how I learnt it.
Well, now I've just learnt it from you, Jo.
Yeah.
Mandy, I said, God, Joe then, because we've got a message from Joe, I'll tell you in a minute. Mandy, honestly, brilliant. But no, thank you so much for your messages, and Jo, we're so happy you're enjoying the show, my lovely. Right, so we've got about 5 minutes left, and we've still got some amazing things to show you. Now, the stamp you've just seen Mandy use is £5.49. It's huge. And don't forget, you know how Mandy had the little sentiment pieces as well? That's all in there. It's all included. You're ready to go. And I'll tell you one thing. Do you know what? We do have, Mandy's got more stamps coming up at 2 o'clock. And Mandy, you're back at 5 o'clock as well, aren't you? Yeah, 5 o'clock.
I am, yeah. Yeah.
So, no, that's all brilliant. You can watch Mandy's more demonstrations. But do you know what? You know, with the stencils as well and things like that. Oh, set of 3 in those stencils. Is that my sister's? She paid to have her, what do you call them? Wedding invites made. Cost her an arm and a leg. Could have just done it herself. Do you know what I mean?
Easily, yeah.
Could have just done it herself. But you know what? That's what we're all about. We're about finding some inspiration, aren't we? We're about having some fun. Now, you've seen the magazine. We're going to have a look at the stencils. Where have our stencils gone? Right at the front. So these are your three right at the front. So we saw when Mandy used, you see the one down at the bottom when she distressed it in the background, she still used that same ink colour palette. So nothing different. It's just about tying in all those colours and those designs. Now, that works out $2.99 a stencil. You have got all three of them, the most stunning different designs. Mandy used the one down at the bottom, the one next to it, you've got all that ornate, beautiful twists and turns, and the one above, you've got those fabulous, dramatic waves and floral designs that work together. £8.99. What I do want to just say though, the little heads up, we've got about 5 minutes left, so if you've seen something this morning, now is the time. It's a free phone number. Everything from Mandy's future shows are on the website as well. And don't forget, Mandy's going to be doing more demonstrations at 2 and at 5. But before we go, we have got to talk about our life quotes compendium because, my goodness, Mandy, I know you're going to be talking about it a little bit more later, but we have never quite had anything like this, have we?
It is
amazing. Do you know what? I'm going to show you the little packaging and then get ready when I open it. Are you ready for this? All on a USB, right? You have got 5 collections. Let me tell you, that is 6,900 printable elements that you can print out. Papers, quotes, toppers, tags, sentiments, verses, volumes 1 to 5. Mandy.
So much. There's so much. I've got a little pick and flick there if you want to do very quickly. You've got seconds to do that. There are toppers. There's Christmas on here. The sayings are beautiful. And the colour range, you've got your greys, you've got your greens, you've got your reds, you've got greens, you've got yellows, you've got browns, you know. This is just a snippet from across. Brilliant, honestly. There's some really bright colours in there for your birthdays, for your there's quotes, there's tags. Oh, there's so much. There's frames, there's A6 size frames and blanks, there's square toppers. So much on there really is. And it is a shop that never shuts. There's 24-hour craft shop. You just got to click and print. You haven't got a storage problem with the papers. You can print onto rice paper, acetate, printable wood, printable fabric. So you can do all sorts. Don't you think you're just going to print them out like that? There's so much you can do with them. I'm just going to say this again.
6,900. And you know what? Price-wise, it should be $74.95, and trust me, that is us getting you a good deal. But you know what? It's the morning. Get ahead of this before the afternoon because this deal is going to be sensational. I'll tell you what, to have it on a USB stick, $49.99. I tell you what, you can have all the books in the world, but to have it on that USB stick is just sensational. You pop it in your computer, you travel with it. $49.99 is not your price. This stick is coming to you. Remember £74? Forget it now, because not today. This is the early morning Hobby Maker Show, a one-off deal. £24.99. That is literally
really
insane. Even
really?
like, now, honestly, all I've got to say, if you Google it, have a look at the price. You've got a few hours. We're going to talk about it a little bit more later. But Mandy, have you had a good day?
I've had a brilliant morning, an unexpected morning. I've loved it.
Amazing. Right, well, stay tuned because obviously Elle's coming up next and she is bloody sensational. And do not forget, our lovely Mandy will be back at 2 and she'll be back at 5. So get ready. In the meantime, have a great rest of your day.